Welcome back to another episode of Timberborn. Let's see. I believe where we left off last was we got all the dams built. We're TNTing this here, and I believe, yeah, that over there to clear up some of this space for farming. And then I'm also slowly working on this here. I believe I need one more K, I believe, to make the explosive for right here. We're slowly getting the rest of that built. So let's go ahead and hit play. Check our food and water. Looking pretty good on all that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Honestly, I need to TNT all of this as well. And it's something I need to do just to have that done. Of course, that's going to be a bit of a pain, I think, trying to get all that TNT'd, because we don't even have this going right now. Food and water, those looking pretty good. Carrots are still looking fairly bad. The rest of it, though, not bad. Everything else looks pretty full. I don't know, sunflower seeds. Pretty much anything here is giving me issues. I really want to wait until all this gets done. Yeah, I really do want to wait till all that gets done. But I really want to TNT this so I can start getting that stuff built. Beautiful. So I do food. I need the efficient farmhouse. I'm going to do 2 of these again. And then I'm going to plant, I'm probably going to plant carrots on this side. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do on this side. Do carrots. Let's see, water, which is these 4 here. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of those due to that TNT issue, which don't have any TNT made, which means that everything I have is okay. 3 days still drought. That's nothing I'm gonna really worry about. And the fact that I got power here. So what I think I'm gonna do over here is block off and dam the sides here, and then start building a dam up here, so which will cause the water to overflow here, and then I can kind of push the water elsewhere around. So I could theoretically push it this way if I wanted to. If I were to like get these blocked off, I could throw it in other directions. I could theoretically, if I were to build a dam on this side, I could fill this entire thing with water. I mean, theoretically, I could come over here and just build a big ass dam to get this taken care of, or just TNT all of this, make the water go bad water this way, and dam this up. Possibly. Oh, good. They got one of the dams built, and they're working on the other ones. Nice, nice. Okay. And then, yeah, it's too far from district. As soon as I get enough, I'm going to put a TNT in there. Tunneling TNT. It's going to go right there. I'm going to tunnel through this. I'm going to need 2 of them, but I just after the first one, that's all I really need. But I can place a path there, and then on the other side I can make another one of these going as far over, which will allow them to build that. It'll happen eventually, I'm sure. How are you guys looking? Are you guys happy? Look at it. So, hey, they actually have a happy. They're happier than my guys over here. Wonder why that's a thing. I do not know. Metal blocks, no scrap. Did I run out? No, okay, I still got scrap up here. What is this? Oh, that's right. We were building those. Forgot about that. Oh, okay, still haven't got these ones built yet. That should get built. I say, why haven't we got that built yet? haven't high prioritized anything else currently. What are my builders doing? There's 4 of you guys there, and then there should be... Yeah, I have a total of 12 builders. And you're telling me none of you can come over and finish the high priority stairs that we got going on right here? Where are all the builders at? Y'all ain't doing TNT, I know that much. So where are you? Oh, are you all over here? I bet you that's what they're doing. All 12 of them are running all the way down here to build this, which I didn't realize I have set as a high priority. Right. I hadn't thought of that. I didn't realize I had set that to high priority. That makes sense, though. Because once that... Yeah, so they should pause those. Are you going to pause? You are not. Copy rules. Yeah, so that's a bit of an issue, is the fact that as of this current second, I'm still flowing a little bit of water. But as soon as that stops, this is going to start drying up because I don't have this done. Okay. Yeah, everything over here is dead. I'm not surprised about that. So does that go under that? Yeah, okay, it does, yeah. So, little land bridge right there. That's funny. Yeah, which... Dang. Might have to... Well, they should be able to survive. Well, yeah, some of these are actually getting hit. During 1.8 days. The drought lasts for 4 more days. So, a lot of these are going to die, I think. But they should be fine with how much food they have. Okay, and they got that done, but now they're gonna finish this up. Well, it's coming along at least. That's something. Planks, wood, yeah. None of the wind's going, so I don't have anything going for that. There we go. There's the wind going. Yeah, there's that wind going. Okay, so now they're getting that done. And you somehow managed to get stuck up there. Just, just gonna name you, there we go. Not sure how you managed to get stuck up here, but, well, if they ever unstick you, at least try it. You might die up there, though. If I, Oh, what if I did this, okay? If I pause that, I pause this. Will you guys then prioritize the stairs? You'll okay, thank you. I'm not even sure how you managed to get on this side while... Were you building this? And then they finished that? Like... There you go. Well... I hope you're happy with yourself. We unpause these now and... actually get those going again. Okay, what was I missing for? Okay, so I got one built. Okay, so I got one built, and then it comes up here. So as soon as this is built, and they get this built, so I'm missing planks and metal logs, which should be okay. Yeah, so as soon as they get this finished, it should be okay. And then they, instead of having to walk all the way there, they should be able to grab this and zip line up to it. Which really isn't a lot, but it should be faster. Maybe. I have haulers. I have a lot of haulers. And I got 2 beavers that aren't even doing anything. Would you look at that? And I've got that. I need to build. Got all this TNT that I really need to increase my industrial. I got all this and very, very little industrial. Yeah. Mostly just like trying to figure out where exactly I want that to go so I could actually put it there. I mean, honestly, it'd be nice to also TNT all this and bring it to the same level as that. Not that I don't really think I need to do that, but I could build in this area here. It's fairly close to... Yeah, it's fairly close to the district, so it should be fine. The district center. Oh, yeah, hang on. Didn't I do that? Hang on. I think I downloaded a new mod, guys. Small gate builder's hut. Maybe I was considering building it, but I don't think I actually did. There's a mod that turns your districts into these zipline stations. So it makes it where instead of having to build these, they could just go to the districts. However, I don't think I actually downloaded that. Now, did I download? I downloaded the power lines. So yeah, so these I'll set in. I don't know if I have to set it and connect it to these. Maybe not. I imagine I would have to connect it to this, and then I can run the power elsewhere. I think. Possibly. What if I... There are other things I could do. Could do this over here. Okay, we'll say that's the max I need. Yeah, the max. We'll say that's the max I need, okay? And then I go to metal platforms. I do that. That's right. I need 2K, and I'm doing 2K for something else. Really quickly, I'm just going to pause this, and so that way they don't actually build this. This is just something I'm starting on. So this should allow the water to flow back through. If I really wanted to, I could... I think if I did 1.85 there and 1.85 here, or 0.85 here, water would flow from both sections. So let's do that. Let's go down to 8.5 and leave that at 8.5, and then as it fills, it should flow both sections. Yeah. Excellent. So they're getting this built. And I will plant carrots. How many are workers? I have 3 workers in there currently. Okay, that's great. Now they're working on this. So I've got this row and this row left. Right? Yeah, okay, that is high prioritized. Beaver injured. I wonder what you managed to do, guys. Oh, the other one's injured, but he's at his... Oh, okay, that's right. I built some more over here, too. Why is it looking down at the water for some... I say, I thought I was on the... connected to the beaver. That's on. The good news is that these guys should be getting all of this as they go through, which should increase their happiness. Yep, 10. Okay. 10. Yeah, so we have water now flowing from both sides, which honestly just... It does kind of lower this ever so slightly, but it just allows a little bit more. No, I'm okay with that, actually. I'm okay with that. Yep, oh yeah, they got those carrots done already. I might move these 4 here to, like, maybe over here. Yeah, because I really don't need that. So I moved it to this. Honestly, not even sure if any of them would come and bother picking that up. Okay, so I delete these 4, right? That's actually something I do kind of want them to pick up, because that is not necessarily an insignificant amount, but it could be something. And then I place showers here. Then pathways there. Yeah, okay, that should be okay, because I don't think I would want to build anything else over here. So it should be fine. It's almost, everyone's really close to getting done. I'd really like that to be done. Okay. How are you guys looking over here, huh? Yeah, you have water still. Okay, that's done. I have 1.7K. So I'm almost getting close to where I can just TNT through this. Yeah, so I can get this side done, which should allow this to fill up slightly more before it overflows out, and will also retain water for a little while at least. Can always TNT some more of that later to increase its size. Okay, and they've been cutting that down. I'm gonna pause that for a second. I really just need you guys to pump. And we also need to get a lot of these trees cut down. Okay, I already almost got that row done, and then they got to get that done. When 1729. 1,129 points. I need 270 points left. Yeah, I do want to move those, but I don't. Now that most of this is green, I don't know if I want to put it over here, because I really want to put it in a place that's brown and use up the greenery for things that are like plants and whatnot. But I can't. My best thought would be to potentially place it up here. Oh yeah, see, there you go. There's the zip line. Look at that. That looks great, doesn't it? Where is that? Is that structures? It is. Okay, so if I were to do this, and theoretically I put this here, and say I put a zip line, now this thing here, I'd have to put one here, and then let's say, can I even get one that, okay, right there, but it won't connect to that one over there. But it will connect to that. But then this will connect to both of these. Which, yeah, I think I'm good at that. Add a connection to this, to that, up to this. Which will, I think, help at least a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit more. Come on, guys. You got this. 2 more. 2 more and I'll blow this up, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this its own district. Again, if I'm building this, I don't know if I can make it its own district. I don't know if that considers it its own thing. Yeah, okay, almost there. And it's done. Detonate! Okay. They picked that up yet? Nope, that's still kind of sitting there. That's okay. I'm not 100% concerned with that right now. Yeah, this is kind of what I want them to focus on next. So I can put a district over here. Could put a district over here. And kind of cut this off. But then I need somewhere for this side to pump and get water from. And it's mostly just questioning where I want that exactly to be at. To pump the water from specifically. A nice little reservoir here. What if I did that? So let's say I did this and I came over and I went singular platform, and double platform, but then I would put stairs, 1.9k, and I would yeah, actually, so I don't need this or that. I look at my water's, yeah, just like that. I did that, and I did another one on this side. It's not a bad idea. It look good too. Here and here. Oh yeah, then I think I need to do is I need to go and do oh no, it's already on that screen. I need to go one back. So when I do the waters, I can go one. No. F. There we go. 2. And then like that. That is not going to work as well as what I have over there due to the fact that I have like what 6 over there. Yeah, I have 6 over there. That's a lot. That's a lot of water. And that supplies for my main line. 1.9k. I need 24 more. 24 more, and we have enough science to build the D&D. It shouldn't be too much longer before we have that. Why are we not happy? Injury. Why are you injured? I don't think I can do anything about the injury. Wet fur. Not all the beavers get the wet fur thing. I get that. Do we get that built? We need to get those built. So all it really takes for that is for them to go do that. I could theoretically build a actual thing for them to do that in, though. What if I did that? Can I do that? Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? If I put a stair here. Stair here. And I path to the stairs. And it should allow them to get to those and finally pull those up from forever ago. There it is, 2K. Okay. I want to do landscaping, TNT, tunneling, right there. Yes, and then I wish to prioritize that. Okay. So, that's great. I have the explosives, I have the planks. I do not have extract. Huh. I do not have extract. Where is that at? Is that in water? That's the dome. Centrifuge. Yep, that's it. That's where I went right there. That is 600. Well, crap. And on top of that, I can't even... Can't even do that. Yeah, so it's... Oh, that's right. Can't even... Oh, yeah, that's just great. So yeah, I get to that point, don't even realize I need extract. So, they can put everything in there, but the extract. That'll take a little bit longer before I'm able to get to that, I guess. That, was an unforeseen circumstance, I guess. Let's, let me see here. So we're working on TNT to get this area cleared up. Just so I can plant some more. I want them to be able to do more carrots. Yeah, so they're working on that. Oh, yeah, wrong button. Yeah, working on that. Yeah, okay, so they have started building this. Could I build it up here, possibly? So here's the question, right? So at this point, having this built, should they be using this? Can I get rid of that? Glad I got rid of the thing and not that. Theoretically, it still says it's within range. Doesn't say anything about that. What if I... What is this? Yeah, still says it's red. but I don't need the pathways theoretically now, so at least not to this point. I'll leave it as it is there because I want them to be using that. But that should make the haulers' lives easier. And of course we're working on the rest of that. Wait on. Oh, I ran out of metal. That makes a lot of sense. Can I build that there? What's the thought? Let me look at my tower real quick. Water wheel. Okay, well you'll fit in there, all right. Let's get theoretical here. Okay, so if I push you here, and maybe another one here, and then there. Could get two. Oh no! See, I can't get two there. Can't get two there. Okay. So let's leave that there. And then, yeah, okay, let's theoretically say, and then I go to the power, my shafts, let's do these. So I'm gonna do shafts, duly noted. So the shafts will work. I just have to do do one of these. Oh, and then, yeah, up one more. Yep, okay, so I gotta do that. I have to do that to be able to... Okay. Yeah. So then it should power all of these. And then the question then becomes, do I put it over here? Which I probably will. Could I do... Well, these are 12. Yeah, I probably just do this. Oh. Didn't mean to do that one. So I put my levees here. Like that. Which then gets me right up against the side here. And then if I do, yeah, I'll have to do that. And then, yep, just like this. Which will allow them to build all of this. These ones I might have an issue getting to. That, they can get from this side, they can get all these from that side, including this, but they can't really get to this. Question that becomes is, what's the easiest way of doing that? And I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm just gonna do levees. Not only is that going to give me a place to walk on. Another drought approaching, huh? Am I looking on water and food? That's pretty good. Okay, and then I can go like that. I don't need that pathway there either. So that should allow them to get to these all without an issue. Yeah, so not only will this give me an ability to walk up here and to build this, it'll also funnel the water a little bit better, so it generates a little bit more power for these. So that should just be like that. Now then the real question becomes, since I'm looking at power here, that's right, the lines require, okay, ooh, so a little too much. Delete you, and I'm going to leave that one, because I'll probably need to. Yeah, I'll probably need to. think I'll move it over here. So that's going to generate a lot of power. Yeah, so that in itself is already doing 181. Once they get the rest of it done, it should be okay. It's definitely going to take a minute, though. Considering the fact that I don't even have the metal to build these. Is that all I'm waiting on? Is the metal blocks? Yeah, it's the metal blocks. And metal blocks. Yep, that's literally all I'm waiting on. Yeah, I guess scrap metal, which once I get everything over here to actually do that, it should be a lot faster to do that. What if I put a storage pile over here? Storage pile there, and I made that into a scrap storage. And eventually they should get that built and done. So what exactly am I waiting on at this point? 600, I believe, was the number for the centrifuge. As soon as I get the centrifuge built and powered, I can start getting the extract, which will allow me to set this off. Yeah, because that's all that's missing is the extract. And I'll need 2 extract to get through both of them, so I can get to the other side. Loads of fun. Let me think. 408. Honestly, I'm increasing my food, but I really want to increase my water. I prioritize these and copy the rules. 1, 2. Yep, okay. Now you guys should do the same thing that the rest of them do. Did that, and I increased. Yes, there's another, and then there's another here, which would allow me to do more water. Now here's a question: do I go like that, or do I go and I'll go face that same direction as the other ones? And then I need to do pathways. Just like that. Drought started. It's cool. Copy the rule. Yeah, I can do that right now. We should be good. I don't know why they have the logs in between the water and the food. It would make sense to have those two next to each other and have the logs on the left of the food. Well, I don't kill anyone. I didn't kill anyone. It's good. How far does that reach? All the way over there? All the way over there. Nice. And they already got that planted too. That was quick. So we just gotta get the rest of this TNT'd, and as soon as I get these TNT'd, I will destroy the rest of that. Of course, during a drought, this doesn't help me in the slightest, but that's okay. I'm wind powered anyway, for the most part. Yeah, I guess I really don't. Since I'm gonna do it over in there, I don't need this, because that was where I was gonna do the gravity batteries, but I can do the gravity batteries over here somewhere, which should also work. So yeah, that should also work. I'm not really worried about that. Glad to see everyone's using those. Okay, so that one's been built. How are we looking on this one now? 8 more metal blocks, and we're good. Good. Still don't know if I make this its own district, whether or not it will... what it'll do to that. Might make it... It might still allow them to come to here and grab and trade and whatnot. I'm unsure, though, if it will or not. However, I am very funny, so let's let's see, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 houses. But if I got a little further, so if I went 1, 2, 3, and if I went like that, yeah, then I could build a little more over here once I get all this cut down. And then I just get rid of that. And I go to my landscaping again. I go this. And then I go and get rid of these. That. And I put more levees down. And then I go build my ladder up 1 more floor. Like that. And then, yeah, so once, let me set that to a priority so they get that built first. So once they get this built, they'll start building these, and then I'll pause the buildings themselves. So that way, no one gets stuck up there, hopefully. But, lost my train of thought there, sorry. These helms will be for the district whenever I get the district going on up here. I honestly could just, like, cut this off right here and leave this for the district. Yeah, these drives are getting longer and longer every time, which is understandable. So as soon as this gets done, yeah, it's 4 more, I'll cut this off. Look at that. Detonate. Detonate. And then I will destroy this. Going to clear that up next. And then if I do believe, theoretically, I can TNT all of this. Yeah, I'll have to TNT all of that. Actually, yeah, let me set that to a priority. Let me just, I'm gonna do a little, oh, actually, hang on. There we go. Those are our priorities. So hopefully they'll build these first. I can detonate these and then have that pulled up, that pulled up, and I can set a pathway over here, which will allow me to have them do all these, and then I can TNT those as well. Yeah. Well, almost there, and then I have 600. Okay, so let's go with our... It's in our water, isn't it? Centrifuge, yes, it is. Really don't want to have to go across for that, so I'm going to go like that. Nope, I need to go for power. Shafts. And it's connected. So let me just high prioritize all of that. Like some metal blocks, isn't it? Yeah, that's metal blocks. Crap. I'm gonna go ahead and pause that. So that way they put the last 2 metal blocks here, and then I'll allow them to build this. They're getting the scrap done at least. And prioritize that as well and see what they do there. Yeah. I definitely need to look into more water. Maybe over here. Have some more water in this direction. It's definitely a thing I could do. Sheesh, I'm almost halfway through my water. I only got a day left, pretty much. But it's getting to be a lot. I could add more water, but I need storage. Tanks, yeah. That should double my water supply. Which will probably take a while to fill up, but with these extra 4 going, it should be fine. Oh yeah, how's that looking over here? Pretty good. Too far from... Okay, guys. Yeah, okay, so they... This is a semi-priority, guys. Yeah. Actually, where did I... You know, I'm gonna be honest. This was not the right choice for where to put it, because then I'd have to figure out a way back across when I could just literally throw it over here and it'd be just fine. I won't even have to... Really won't even have to go across with it, because I really want to get it over here. Oh, did you get that? There's stairs. Natural stairs. Alright, it's considered a slope. Hey, so that's done now. Good, good. So I can unpause that. I've already got the power going into it. I want that to be their priority. Just planks, gears, which, yeah, that's fine. That's fine, yeah. It's really just the metal that is a concern. Well, unpause that and wait for someone to get to it. Alright, one more, and then this will be good to go. Oh, yeah, would you look at that? Well, they got it built alright, and then I just didn't set to what they should be. That's probably where all my planks are going. It's okay. I'm not really concerned about it too much. But instead of having to go all the way through here, they can just come to this, zip line up, and then come over. Which, look at that, that's orange right there, so it does make it a little better than what it was. Yeah, it does make that a little better. But then for some reason, they come back down here. That's a little funny. Yeah, so I just think we're just waiting on the explosive on that, because I don't think we have... Yeah, we don't have any right now. Come on, guys. Yeah, just the planks. I am severely getting low. That is for sure, guys. Severely getting low. Yeah, I'm happy that those are sealed off. Really, I could have these guys going constantly, because they're not really providing me with green. It's just a water reservoir. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete all the rules, because I don't think that they're going to need them. That's just something I'm used to them having, or having them do. That way I don't pull out all my water. So let's just do all of that, yeah. And then these guys will be allowed to run 24/7. So even in the bad tides, in droughts, they're allowed to do that. Yeah, here we go. Now we're really getting up there in water. Yep, then we're getting there. Now these are really generating power. Yeah. Good. Which then will allow them to build everything down there. Excellent. That makes me happy. One more plank there, and then just a bunch of metal blocks, which I don't think I have anything else currently being built with metal blocks, so it should be fine. Should be fine. And that was built, and those were pulled up. Excellent. Which means I can then connect the path. And I should be able to just high prioritize all of that. I honestly don't really need to do this one, because once this hits, it should, or this is no longer there to hit. The water shouldn't go to either side. However, it just means I can do more spatterdock. I'm not really concerned about it. Hey, are you guys alive still? I haven't looked at you guys in a while. What's your population? 5? Yeah, I mean, if your population's still doing pretty good. That's what you were set to, right? You got 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 3, 1, 1, 5. So they're looking pretty good. I don't think there's much they're concerned about right now. Well, I say that they're going down in happiness. Plant some more carrots. How are we looking now on carrots, guys? Fantastic. We are looking fantastic on carrots. And 1.1k. We are almost up to 1.2k, which is where we were at originally. And we can handle significantly more water than that. We're just working on planks on both of those. Just waiting on planks, huh? Really want to get this TNT'd, but I can wait a minute or two, especially this here. So while it would be nice to get all this TNT'd to put more stuff over here and to get more food here, it's not my major concern. Just happy I can get as much in here as I have. Yeah, what other food stuff theoretically could I do? Carrots, sunflowers. We could do potatoes. We could do potatoes. The thing is, the potatoes need cooked. I could throw them over here. That is an option. I think the only reason okay, I was to say, why is anyone going over that way? So I have jobs over there. And then if I did, theoretically, I put a stairs here. Theoretically, I believe all this becomes farmable if I were to build an efficient farmhouse here. So if I do food, say I do an efficient farmhouse. Okay, so that there gives me everything I think I could possibly want. Yeah, that's a decent amount of space there that we can plant. So if I do an efficient farmhouse there, and I do an efficient farmhouse here, that's funny how I just slow down the door makes it slightly different. So if I do that there, which is more of that, I really do need to make this significantly, make sure that all of these are their top priority, because at the end of the day, as long as I have food and water, I'm going to survive. If I don't have someone to make planks, it'll slow me down a little bit, but we'll survive the experience. And is all that built? Glad all that was built, because if that wasn't built, I would have taken me a minute to have to rebuild something just to put more back there. Okay, carrots and carrots, which they will then all grab, and then we have this little bit left to do. But I'm going to come here, plant crops. We're going to plant potatoes. Plant potatoes, and then we're going to plant potatoes, and we're going to plant potatoes. And you know what? Just for more shits and giggles, we're going to plant some more potatoes. There we go. Yeah, let's just get some potatoes going. How far can you go? You guys can pretty much go up until like this point over here. So let's plant some more potatoes. That's looking good, yeah. Oh, I can even go and plant some more potatoes. That looks pretty good. And you know what? You know what? I could plant some more potatoes. Did that joke get old? If so, I apologize. Oh, okay, yeah. See, they're building that now. Metal. How are you looking? You're looking pretty good. You got someone working there, and you can... You're pumping them out. Slowly but surely. Yeah, slowly but surely, we are pumping them out. Okay, and then what's the rest of this looking like? Is everything over here built? Negatory. It's too far from district. Okay, why? Okay, what the heck did I see that was 100% there? I'm so confused. Oh, I was gonna say, why is this 100% but not built? I've been so confused. That's because I was on the path and not the ladder itself. Okay, so missing planks, which is... makes sense. I need more planks. I'm really generating a lot of power here, but as I don't have all of this built quite yet, I can't do anything about that. So we're gonna have to wait. That's a scenario we'll have to wait on. But we're getting potatoes built on this side, which is really good. Honestly, the spatterdock, I don't think... Does anyone eat a lot of spatterdock? Where's that even at? Do I have any grilled spatterdock location? I don't think I do. Do I? Nope, I do not have grilled spatterdock anywhere. So how do I resolve that situation? And I build some grilled spatterdock. Okay, well, how would I like to do that? I do have this space here, and here I could boop that, and I could just do storage for the grilled spatterdock. Then again, I don't think it's needed for a large amount of grilled spatterdock. Yeah, see, I have spatterdock, and they grill it, and I'm pretty sure this is the only place that I am able to have this. Yes, it's the 90. Literally the 90s grilled spatterdock I have sits inside this building. Probably makes it a little inconvenient for them. Yes, okay. Yep, nope, I don't need any beavers going in there when you get that done. So, build the rest of that, that's fine. Please don't start doing anything there. There we go, yeah. 1.8k, so with this now, they should be even able to add even more water. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Another drought approaching in 3 days. God dang. That, seems like every other second I'm getting a drought. You guys, I might have to pause your guys' buildings and just send you all back over to the other area so that way you're not dying from this next drought. Mostly because, like, I don't really have... Do I have the ability to do that? If I send them back over, they should be fine. They'll have food and water. They don't necessarily might not have lodging. I don't have logs right now either, would appear. I don't think I have anyone in the... I don't have anyone in the haulers right now, which makes sense because I added 3, 6. I had a lot of jobs here recently. Can I just keep adding? I cannot. So I can have 2 total connections in each one. So I have it 2 different directions. I can add stuff to this one. I can add a connection. And to that one, and I can add a connection. But I can't add a connection to this one. So I would have to build another one to get it, like, next to it to get, like, to come out this way. Which is fine. It wouldn't be an issue, too big of an issue. Yeah, that wouldn't be too big of an issue. How many things can I have connected to this? Is it just the one? Yeah, so it's just where it's coming from, where it's going. It can't have any more than that. Right? Yeah. Yep. Just the one connection. That, which I mean makes sense. I'm not upset about that. That one makes sense. Tiny crops, carrots. I'm gonna go ahead and prioritize these. Oh, did I workplace prioritize? I workplace prioritized both of those, not actually prioritized. Okay, there we go. And then yeah, so one of you, you guys are gonna be potatoes. Is the prioritized resource, and then you're gonna harvest, and then you're going to plant. Yeah, that sounds about right. Pretty happy with that. Let's see. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Well, drought caused this to shrivel up and die. Possibly. Really hadn't thought of that one. Okay, so if I did a landscaping, floodgates, if I did a tier 3, tier 3 would work there, I guess. Tier 3 would work there, and then I have tier 2 here, and a tier 2 here. And then all I would have to do is... Well, crap. I'd have to put a levee here, and then I would have to cancel that to put a levee here. Yeah, because that's going to happen is, I think that's going to, yeah, this is going to dry up. So yeah, so I'll get those built on these, which will allow me to decrease the amount of water that's coming out of this, which will also then help retain some water. Really gonna have to pay attention to that one. 66 logs, huh? I have a lot of logs that could get cut down. Got people working them, right? Yep, okay, but I don't have any haulers per se. Auto-saved. Okay, that's looking good. I am glad I increased this. I'm hoping by the next one this is completely filled. If it is completely filled, I might increase that. Okay, so I have 1K. Let me look at this real quick. It requires 400. I don't have the specially treated wood. And before I get to that, I really just want to have this done up. Yeah. So what if I did the power? That's a guy about a power line. Now the power bearing the power line cable. And then I would imagine I would... Yeah, so that would then connect to that, which... Oh, okay, it doesn't... I was about to say, it's like, how does this connect? I don't understand. But, I do understand. I understand now. So I don't even need to connect it. I can just do this. And then... Went here, and then I went... No. I need platforms. I need a singular platform for that. Because then I can go to power... I can go to power shafts, and like that. Which will allow them to go underneath, but the power can then go over and into this, which then I can push the power this way. And build... rebuild all of this over here. So... And this, I would assume... Do I even need that? Because, like, I'm just building right here. Theoretically, no, I don't need to build that. If I build it next to this, though, I mean... I don't look bad. I like that, actually. I mean, okay, let's build that there. And then I just add a connection, and I add it to that. Which means that, so all the power from this should go here. Theoretically, I wouldn't even need to destroy these. I could just throw one of those there and then run power up to this. If I really wanted to. Don't think I really want to. I don't really need to, per se. Got a wood here. I'm going to go to lumberjack. Not lumberjack. Nope. Lumbermill. Yes. Yep. One of these. Actually, 1, 2, 3, and I've got that. If I did yoink, and then went back to wood, and then I need the lumberjack again, like that, and then I did power, shafts, this, nope, that, which should be enough to give it power. Prioritize that, which, other than the metal blocks, that's everything I need. Could go on this side and go back this way with, or you know what, hang on, what if I, no, I can't do that because planks and wood are in the are these and not the one I could place underneath this. So I don't think I can place that under there, can I? Storage piles. Can I place that? I cannot place that. Okay, that's right. I didn't think so. Platforms, singles. What about like that? Then like this. Yeah, that should work. Okay, and then I go back to wood and I go to gear workshop. 2 gear workshops, because I don't really... Gosh dang, those are much bigger. Metals. Which is a smelter? Smelters are also much larger. Is there anything else I really can do that are that size? Nope, just those 2. Because I want 4 just to make sure I am overproducing planks. I'm producing more planks than what I need for these. That way I can continuously build, or, you know what I mean. So that way I can, this doesn't take up all the planks I have. So, if I were to go to wood, don't have enough to build you. I don't want to build a paper mill right there. What if I turned it? Okay, well that's not bad. If I turned it, I can get it in there fairly easily, and then I can do one like that. And then if I go to stairs, just build one of these. I don't need the actual stairs. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Metal blocks is pretty much the only thing I'm missing on that. Wait, was that... Yeah, so I'm actually gonna not prioritize you, because I still need this. All of the metal blocks for this needs to go to that. What am I missing here? Am I looking at water and food? Pretty good on both. Like, I'm really not concerned about that right now. Yeah, so let's do a quick run over here. Okay. Oh. Hey, I think they died of old age, because I don't see anyone that died from anything bad. Well then, I did not expect for all of them to die like that. I expected for them to at least mildly keep their population going. Appears I was wrong. Well, you can't survive by yourself, so you're just gonna get sent back to the regular district. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna pause all of that. And I can't pause this, can I? I don't think so. Okay, and the drought is ended. We should get our water going again, and everything should start pumping again. Starting to get our potatoes. I have yet to set a place for the potatoes to go, though, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the food over here and potentially TNT a bunch of this so I have more space for this. Let me give that a look real quick. So I did that, and then I deleted this and that, and then I moved this over here. So I go storage, warehouses. Well, that's 250. Don't have enough for that. Which is fine. I don't really need to. Yeah, I don't really need to do that right there, per se. Let's see. How would I like to do this? Yeah, I could. I had to TNT some of this to really get it in a good selection. That I really want to do that. So what if I say I built here, here, yeah, and I would leave that open so I could really put something over here if I really wanted to. And if I did that, could I go up? I could go up fairly easily. So then this would be potato. This would be potato. This would be spatterdock, and that would be spatterdock. Get this connected here, and I'll just go down and connect it like that. And then what I'm going to do is go like that. And then platforms. I just need a singular platform to go back this direction and path it like this. Ah, okay, that looks good. So that would hold the spatterdock, so I'll get rid of this. This will get moved over here as well. And then this can be TNT'd. One last blow up. I'm glad I didn't go off because I did not realize that's not been built yet. As soon as that gets built, I'm going to TNT this, and I think that's what we're going to call this episode, guys. So I'm going to high prioritize that so they finish it. There it goes. Dang it, didn't realize that was a... they can still finish it from the bottom. Yeah, see, that's nothing I'm overly concerned about. They'll finish it relatively quickly. Okay, so I high prioritize that, finish that one up, and then and call it an episode. Yep, there you go. Come on. And detonate. Carrot. Okay. Well, guys, I think that was a pretty good episode. I think next episode we're going to look into making sure that our water production is more than our production is more than our consumption, and we'll look into unpausing these and increasing our population. But in the next episode, or I will see you guys in the next episode.